Robert here again with R7 Homesteads. Hey, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I hope God has really blessed y'all. Today we're going to put up a firewood drying bin. I've had a lot of trouble this year with wood that I've had set rounds, that I've had set out for a year or 2 years. I split them up and they're still wet. So I started watching some of the videos of people up north and how they do it, because you know they're experts at firewood. We use more for cooking than we do for heat. And so I found out that you got to split these and then set them out for a year, 2 years. Now we get really hot in the summertime, so I guess it'll probably take a year once I split them. But these rounds, a lot of them are, you know, yay big and bigger of hardwood. So I normally put them in IBC tote cages, but then they end up going to people's houses. You know, I have kind of a ministry where I provide some people who can't get firewood for themselves and help them out. I hope y'all are doing the same. And these are people that use a fireplace or a wood burning stove for their primary source of heat. So a lot of my totes are out doing that. Now I don't have any. I've got to make some more up, but this will allow me to put some to dry, and then I'll also have some in totes that are ready to go, or I can just pick them up with the tractor and load them and take off, or use them for myself, whatever the case may be. So what we're going to do, I've got some plastic pallets. None of this cost me any money. Okay, this is all stuff that I acquired. You can acquire it, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, a lot of places you can get, you know, free pallets, free this, free that. The T-posts I've had for a long time. I think most of them were here when I moved in 20 years ago. So what we're going to do, we've got these as a base. We're going to take and put these pallets up. Now, I've built hog pens before using pallets and driving posts through these ends and then screw them together. We're going to do this a little bit different in case we need to move it or anything like that. I have a surplus of hangers. Hangers are easy to find. In my job, we wear uniforms that are provided by a uniform company. So, as you can imagine, we have a surplus of hangers. If not, buy you a roll of baling wire, some baling twine, whatever it is you can work with, and do it. So we're going to try this, see how it works out. You see I've already put one T-post in the ground. So we're going to take and put these pallets up here, and I'll show you kind of what the idea is. Set this up here like this and butt it up against the T-post, tie it off. Now prayerfully this works out the way it did in my head. So I got a pair of lineman pliers, or they have a lot of different names. Those work great for cutting a coat hanger. They're just big enough but not too big. You don't need a set of bolt cutters. It's a coat hanger. Then we're going to go around this T-post right here, and maybe we'll put the other one up here. We might be able to get both of them. Now if you notice, I have the slats running down like this, not sideways. I did that intentionally, thinking that when I'm throwing the firewood in here, pieces could go, if I had it laterally, they could slide through there. But if I had them this way, it's a lot less of a chance. So we're going to go right about the middle, right here, come around the back side, and just twist these together. It doesn't have to be complicated any more than you want it to be. And remember, fold them ends in so nobody gets poked. No animals, no curious youngins. Don't need anybody getting poked. Now, we're going to take this. Looks like we're going to get wet. We're going to go wire this one up. You ought to get an idea here, right? Actually, got enough hanger we can go around and do this even stronger. Go around this runner. We'll twist it up. You see, this just goes up in no time. Because remember, you're not caging an animal in here, you're storing firewood. So if you're like me, you've got this mindset that you got to make it real sturdy. It's got to be built. Even though you're storing firewood in it, you got to build it to hold King Kong. Resist the urge. Resist the urge. And then now if you throw your firewood kind of haphazardly, you may want to put more hangers on there. All right. There. Because remember, you're just trying to kind of hold it in there. Now I'm going to put these for the T-post right here. I might should have put these. For those of you who don't know, this is my handy dandy trusty dusty semi-automatic single shot T-post driver. And we'll take and put another one right here. Till the blades get in the ground. Now we'll take and tie these off. The great thing about this system is when I fill this up, we'll just put more pallets. We'll make it bigger. I can cover with a tarp. But this area here will hold quite a bit of firewood in East Texas terms. So we'll cut that off, straighten it out, like so. Wire it together. When I get ready to expand, I'll take that wire off or I'll just add to it. But we don't want the pallet falling over. Cut the wire. Straighten it out. Y'all see how I'm doing that? Just wire it together, twist it up. And what I do is fold it, put it in there like so. Nobody gets hurt. Hey, if this is your kind of thing, like and subscribe. Please, if you don't like it, hit the don't like button. Leave some comments, let's have a conversation. But this is how we're going to start drying our firewood. I plan on having all of this timber cut before season. Before summer gets here. All of this wood here, I plan on having cut. We're going to put it in this. I'll put tarps over the top And that's what we'll do. So, you know what? Hey, y'all do something good for somebody. Share the gospel of Jesus Christ. And you know what? We'll see you when we come back. Bye-bye. Hey y'all. Okay, we've got it done. Like I said, this is expandable. We can make it grow, and it looks like we're pretty close to needing to do that. Let me explain to you a little bit about what we're doing. This doesn't have to be neat because it's just sitting here drying. And yes, I know if it's cross stack and all that, I know it'll dry better, but this is what we've got. I don't have a lot of time, and this works. Okay, it takes a little while, but it works. Now, y'all watch me splitting. Let me explain to you a little bit about what I was doing. The bark that comes off of here, I'm not interested in using that. I use it to start the fires, but that's about it. So I'm tossing that in a pile behind the wood stack or behind the drying bin, to where if I need it, eventually I want to get a chipper and I want to chip that up for mulch, for bark mulch. But at this point, I'm just piling it up. And then I split it in. We prefer smaller logs like this, but sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. And we use the larger pieces, you know, knots and things like that. So again, the slats in the pallets allow the air to flow through. We will tarp this. Now I want to put up a point here. If you tarp from pallet to pallet, which is what many people are tempted to do, you're going to end up with a big bowl, and that's going to be counterproductive. So don't resist the temptation to do that, and tarp the pile and let the water run off of it, okay? And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was educational for you. Maybe you picked up a few tips. If you've got some suggestions on how we can make this better, hey, put it down in the comments. I appreciate y'all watching. Remember, if this works for you, if this type of content works for you, hit the subscribe button because it helps me out, gives me warm fuzzies all over. Hit that like button. If you don't like it, tell me you don't like it. Hit the thumbs down. Boom. If you like it, hit thumbs up. But you know what? Let us know you've been here. Let us know you've looked at it. Hey, make somebody's day a little bit better. God bless. Be good. We'll see you back when we see you back. Bye-bye.